Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, not sponsored.
Not sponsored. It rhymes with Honster.
And also dumpster. Yeah.
Do
So
you like
what's happening with you today?
energy drinks better than coffee sometimes?
It's because of the carbonated fizz mostly. Has anyone invented fizz coffee yet? I
Mm,
haven't tried it.
coffee. Oof.
Just thinking about it's like, you sure?
I Yeah, coffee is a great flavor, but it's tough. It's tough to add it to things. Like I have
Mm,
gelato is good with espresso flavored gelato is really good. Like ice cream with a little
mm.
bit of coffee in it is great. But man, some like coffee donut, no.
Yeah.
Well, all those energy drinks would probably taste bad in other foods too. Could you imagine like uh
Oh no.
like Red Bull dressing or something? Ugh.
Ah, yeah,
uh,
no. I tried it before. Like I was eating something aside, and then drinking energy drink. It's not a good combination. It's meant to be drink for itself, but to each their own on their taste on that. But for me, it's a no go.
yeah, I never got into them. I took a 5 hour energy one time on a long road trip coming home, and it scared me because my brain checked out for the 3 hours. I was basically I had 3 hours to get home from a road trip, and I should have slept because I would have been driving for like 20 hours, like from the day before,
Mm.
and my mind was just shutting down. And I was like, oh, I never had one of these, and I drank one, and it woke me up, but I don't recall the drive home. Like I woke up in my driveway, like I was like, how did I get here? And I went right to bed.
You were on autopilot.
Autopilot. Yeah, it was bad.
Uh,
So get your sleep and take your vitamins, as Hulk Hogan would say. Um, all right, let's talk about prep today. Springtime's coming. I'm a little premature. It's still February, but in a
mm.
month or so, people start thinking about their exterior projects, and there's a way to get ahead on that. We can look at stuff. The snow should clear. I think by next week we're gonna have temperatures in the 50s, so we're gonna have clear decks, clear fences, things we can look at, so we can start getting those projects on the books. We have a few projects left over from last year that we have to start right away. Shout out to those people. We will get to you right away when the weather is clear and ready for paint. Uh, my general rule of thumb is 60 degrees Fahrenheit is kind of the 60 to like 80 degrees Fahrenheit is kind of
Mhm.
the ideal spot for doing exterior projects. Most products are rated for 50 degrees or above, but I find that 60 and sunny is like 60 to 70 degrees and sunny is the best for curing and drying. Um, but yeah, we can a lot of the stuff gets beat up over the winter here. We have to put salt on our driveways, salt on our walkways, salt on our decks. My deck in particular
That's
gets
a lot of salt.
a lot of salt. Yeah, my deck in particular at home gets a lot of sand on it, so it gets beat up.
Mm.
Um, one of the things we do with decks and fences is we give people maintenance options too. So either we can do it for them or they can do it themselves. A lot of times they elect to do it themselves because it's pretty easy. Once we power wash and strip a deck down, maybe even do some carpentry, replace some boards for them, and get it back to where it's solid. Then if they keep up on it, the maintenance is pretty simple. Like you just want to clean it every year before the year ends. So beginning of the season is really good. Like that first 2 months of good weather, May, June is bonkers for deck season for us because
Mm.
everyone's trying to get ready for like 4th of July. That's a big holiday here. So they're trying to get ready for the party season. So we get a lot of bookings for decks in those 2 months. And they're tricky because we have to, usually we have to do some prep and then we have to allow dry time in between prep. So, like for instance, sometimes I do it. I go out and I pressure wash 3 or 4 decks in the same day. I'll take a machine with me, and I'll strip 3 or 4 decks down, get them ready for painting. But then we got to let them dry for a week in the sun and make sure that the moisture level is low enough for them to take stain. But once everything's done, it's pretty easy to maintain. You know, they're like on mine, I do every other year. I throw a coat on it every other year. I clean it and put one coat on it. And my deck's got to be at least 40 years old, maybe 50. Like the wood is very old on my deck, but it's holding up because it gets done regularly. So
maintenance is important. Yeah.
Yeah, and the winter hides a lot of it, and it also creates a lot of maintenance issues. Like even with like clapboard siding, like the wooden siding, if you have a small slit, like just a even little pencil line there in the paint, and water gets in there, and then it freezes, it'll expand and create. Then you start getting bubbling, and it creates places that more water can get into. So, unfortunately, everywhere you go, you deal with something for maintenance, right? Because homes are built largely with living materials, like especially here in North America, we build our homes with lumber, and the exterior of the older homes was all built with wooden siding, cedar shake or clapboard siding. And
here it's bamboo, because bamboo is very strong. No, I'm kidding. Let's go. I just wanted to put that in, but yeah, let's go.
Hey, you're breaking up the seriousness of the conversation. That's fine. I'm down with that. Yeah, so really paint and stain, the whole job of paint and stain is to keep the elements from breaking down the substrate, the wood. Because when wood falls in a forest, it gets eaten by mold, by bacteria, by the sun. Everything breaks it down, the animals. So that's the whole idea of coating organic material, is that it keeps the natural process at bay. Crazy to think, isn't it?
Yeah, actually.
Like probably
wood is very fragile.
Probably for you guys.
For me, yeah.
For you guys in the Philippines, I would imagine that it's the sun and the rain is breaking down the paint and the stain, because sun is a big one.
Yeah.
And then for us, we also get the joy of winter, with
I love winter.
The snow and ice. So
it's kind of a different battle, yeah.
So what are our recommendations? Our recommendations are, make sure that if you do your deck or fence, that you do it thoroughly. You can't just slap stain over a dirty deck. It has to be pressure washed very thoroughly to remove, and then that also re-exposes the grain, so it'll accept the stain. If stain sits on top of a deck, it peels. The sun will kind of gel it. It'll kind of make it just like almost like a thick pasty gel kind of substance, and it'll just start peeling off or flaking off. Same thing with if you overcoat the deck. Like sometimes people will be like, they'll call us and be like, I put 4 coats on it. And I was like, okay, where did you think the 3rd and 4th coats were gonna what did you think they were gonna bond to? once the wood is saturated with stain, it's not gonna take any more. Usually most stains are like 2 coats and that's it. You don't touch it, So yeah, so make sure you read the cans, y'all. Read the instructions. Talk to your Chat GPT. Talk to your Google. Talk to your Gemini or whatever how you source information. It's out there.
There's a science to that, yeah.
Yeah, they make recommendations for a reason. Sometimes they'll have specific rollers, specific brushes that they want, temperature guides, humidity guides. All that stuff matters. And if you don't have time for it, call us. We'll do it for you, and we'll do it well.
Absolutely.
What else about exterior prep? Yeah, I guess just the wooden homes. A lot of the siding Up here we have a lot of vinyl siding, which is great for long term. You can get 30, 40 years out of vinyl siding before it starts to look really bad. But and then also you can paint vinyl siding. I don't recommend it personally. I don't love it because it will, vinyl expands and contracts with the weather. They have additives in the paint now where it's supposed to mitigate the cracking, but I haven't seen anything vinyl painted that doesn't start to crack within a few years. Me personally, so we don't do a lot of vinyl painting only because I can't really. I'm not thrilled with the results yet. Somebody prove me wrong. Find me a paint product that works. Aluminum siding paints well. Aluminum is an older siding product. Can't really get it anymore, but I mean you can, but it's they don't source it easily, so it's
difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, most people don't do it. They either do vinyl or other hardy board. There's other materials now you can use for siding. There is guzzling the Ponster energy drink.
It's sour.
Yeah, get in touch with us for those spring bookings soon. We could probably start looking at decks in about a week when the snow should melt here in about a week. We're supposed to get some really warm temperatures next week. When I say really warm, I mean like above freezing.
At least.
But like 10.
It's slowly coming there.
Yeah, 10 or 15 degrees above freezing. So we can start looking at those decks once they're unfrozen. And yeah, that's all I got, I think, for today. You got anything else? Any other questions?
Nah.
All right, real quick.
Yeah.
Where are you at today? It looks like, look at that big tower behind you. I love all your impaired.
Paris.
Paris.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in my
Voulez-vous français?
I'm in my home office as always. I don't do the AI background. And look I actually just noticed I have a two-tone
You're using
stain on my ceiling that was done before I moved here. So I should address that and make that all one color. Or maybe paint it white. It might look good. It might look good white. I don't know. Maybe I'll just be lazy and leave it.
Say you're gonna do it next week, then after 3 years.
Yeah.
It's still next week.
Yeah, look at if I sit in the middle, it divides my head perfectly.
Mm-hmm. You're at the center.
716-588-4088. Call us. We will get on those decks for you. We can look at them right away. Probably in the next, again, maybe the end of February. If you guys want us to look at your decks or fences or exteriors, we will get there, and we will also get to the couple of jobs that are carrying over from last year that we couldn't get to. Shout out to my good customers who are waiting for us patiently. They will get their jobs done first. We always do things in order of booking. So as people book, we put them in a queue and then we move forward. So if I tell you I can't get to you for 6 weeks, I mean it. Sometimes people will, in the summer, you'll tell them, look, we're 6 weeks out or we're 8 weeks out. And, they book the job and then they call you a week later. Where are you? Why aren't you at my house? And it's like, I told you 8 weeks. Like, here's the possible date we can get there. It's fun. That's the fun part, is managing those expectations of look, we're moving as fast as we can and we will get to you in order. And we always do that. We've been doing it for 10 years or more, and we always, reach everyone eventually. And usually if we have to, for exterior projects, we just push a couple of them into the spring, and those are the first ones that get done. So we got you. Kahuna Coatings, we got you. All right. Peace.
Peace.